Hey, what's going on, guys? Sudsy Soapery Cola with Rhassoul clay. I've already actually started lathering a little bit here. The scent on this, for me, I don't know that I get anything specific. In one of my earlier videos, I know that I said it smelled like earth, kind of like a dirt smell. I kind of still get that. I know Lingophile said that he kind of gets like a bottle cap type scent. You know, those old bottle cap type things, candies. I don't necessarily get that. And you can see this is great lather. Sudsy Soapery definitely has very, very nice lathers. So we'll go ahead and get that going. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Felt way too short to me, but whatever. All right, I wanted to do a straight tonight, but I don't have time, so we'll go with the dark Stag. I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up or not, but that says dark Stag on it, and that's what we'll use. Given to me by Lingophile. Voskhod blade in here. Second use, I think. Second or third use. I'm trying out blades past what I think they work for me. So we'll see how it works out. RazoRock XXX for the aftershave. And Nivea Men's post-shave balm. Because it's like, with the heater on and with the weather outside being very cold, my skin gets very dry. So that extra balm will help. This is the only soap I have from the Sudsy Soapery. This was actually given to me by Rudd's Shaves. When I first started wet shaving, I forgot which video it was that he made, and it wasn't a giveaway video or anything. I just left a comment. I forgot exactly what I said either, like, because this was at a time where Ruz was making a ton of videos, doing soap reviews and that type of thing. So I messaged him and I was like, you know, I think at that time I had Arco, maybe Palmolive shave stick, and the Parasso green tub. I think I also had, well, I know that I had the Henry Cavendish Himalayan salt. I think that's what it was, soap. And I forgot what the original comment was that I asked. I asked him a question, then he asked me what kind of soaps I had, and I told him those 4. And he said, oh, well, shoot me an email. So I shot him an email. He asked for my address, and he sent me some soaps. And I've talked about that before, but he sent me the Katie's Bubbles soaps. He sent this. I think there was probably 1 or 2 more. I just can't remember. But yeah, Rudd's helped me out when I was a newbie. I don't even think, at that point in time, I hadn't even uploaded my first video. So but yeah, I hope everybody had a good weekend, relaxing, hopefully. I had to work Saturday. I uploaded the video actually going to work, so I forgot about that until just now. But yeah, I had to work Saturday. I finished that about 11:30 or so. And then for the rest of Saturday, I actually took a nap Saturday night. I'm sorry, Saturday evening. Like, I I think between like maybe 5:30 and 7:30, so a 2-hour nap. And then Sunday I actually didn't do too much. We my birthday was on the 6th, and the 6th of January this month. So we on Sunday we actually went to my parents' house and had like a little get together there with my sister and her husband and obviously my wife and I and my parents. So yeah, that was my weekend in a nutshell. Not too eventful. The job went smooth. Like I said in the video, you know, sometimes we'll get jobs that should go very smooth, and I'll show up and, you know, they turn out not to be so smooth. I'm gonna grab a towel real quick. Yeah, they turn out not to be so smooth. So, but the one this weekend was perfectly fine. Wow, look at the peaks on that. So, yeah, like I said, hope you guys had a good weekend. Hope everyone's healthy and safe and happy. And, you know, just taking the chill pill, relaxing. Starting off a new year. Sometimes things get hectic. Sometimes things don't go the way we plan. You know, everybody starts a new year, and most people at least have a New Year resolution. And I think it was in 2019. It might have been in 2020. I don't remember. That there was like a poll that said, what was it, like 90% of people that have New Year, or maybe it was like 80-something% of people with New Year's resolutions fail them in the first 2 months, like before February is over. And I don't know, I just found that funny way back when, and I think it honestly still holds true today. You know, we just have a lot of big expectations for ourselves, and then they immediately fall apart because I feel like we set our goals too high. Maybe not everybody, but I think the majority of people do. And it's not a bad thing to want more, right? To want a better job, to want, you know, whatever. But sometimes our goals are just out of reach due to how fast we want to get there. People aren't patient any longer. You know, we live in such like a, and this is just, I'm just standing on a soapbox right now, just talking. Our lives are so fast now, right? We live our lives so fast, and everything is such, like, it happens in minutes. Like, for instance, all right, think about this. And I know some of the guys that watch my videos are in high school. I know that two guys that I email with frequently are in high school. So you guys may not remember this, but when I was a kid, my first phone was it was an iPhone 3G, and it had 3G service. Now, kids today hop on 3G when 4G is not available, and they think it's the slowest thing in the world. Well, go back to when I was truly a kid, like a kid. Like, I was probably 10. My father had one of those satellite phones that came in like its own bag. You know what I'm talking about? And it had like the little antenna that flipped up. So like it was like in a little leather pouch or bag. and you would open up the bag, flip the bag open, and then you would have the phone in like its little casing. You'd pick up the phone and you'd have to flip up the satellite piece. And yeah, that was using satellite way back then. And think about how slow satellite was. Now, you know, those weren't smartphones, quote unquote, with the capabilities that phones have now. But what else? My first actual smartphone was a Razor. Old school Razors. And they actually, I'm pretty sure that they came out, wow, this lather's awesome. Pretty sure that they came out with like a Razor 2.0 or something like that. I don't really know what it was called, but I know it was a Razor. And they tried to like remake it, but I don't think many people bought it. But I remember back then, before, I think Apple had 3G, but all the other phones were like 2G. And so that Razor that I had was 2G. And I think that was after I had like broke my Apple phone or something. I forgot what happened to the Apple phone, but the iPhone. I keep saying Apple phone, the iPhone. I don't really buy Apple products any longer. They're just too restrictive as far as, you know, the App Store and that type of thing. But I won't get into like, you know, any of that. But I remember 2G was so slow that I would send a picture, right? Because there was MMS back then, so multimedia messaging. You could send pictures from phone to phone, even back then, like when I was super young. And I would send a picture to my friend after we got home from school. Like we would talk about something throughout the day, and then I would get home and send them that. And I remember it took sometimes hours to send the multimedia message. And I remember getting to school the next day and we would talk about what I sent him, right? Because like that was the thing that we did. But now you send a multimedia message, boom, you send it, the person receives it within seconds. And like I said, I just think, not even that I think, I know that we just move at such a rapid pace in our lives now that I think we shoot way too high when making goals. Because we have to remember, just because the technology around us is very, very rapid and can do, like, doesn't mean that we can. Like losing weight, that doesn't happen. Like, a lot of people choose losing weight for their New Year's resolution, right? And a lot of people fail those because they want to see results like instantly, you know, within a week or two of actually trying to do what they need to do, get their life in order, get eating correctly, you know, working out. And it just doesn't work that fast, you know? So, yeah, I don't know where that came from or how I got that on that topic, but just something to talk about, you know. Like I said, my shaves, honestly, my shaves are kind of the conversations that just arise naturally if you were sitting there in front of me. Seriously, that's what my conversations are in these shaves. And, you know, that's... You know, they're genuine conversations. I honestly don't get in here and think. I mean, sometimes, like the pizza delivery guy, like I knew I wanted to talk about that. But the majority of the time, I don't think to myself, okay, I have to shave. I'm going to shave tonight. I'm going to record it. What am I going to talk about? Like, that's not something I do. I just turn on the freaking camera. I have the soap that I'm going to use. I have everything I'm going to use for the shave. But as far as the topics, rarely do I have something that I want to talk about already in mind, you know, so it's just off the cuff, just, you know, firing from the hip. Whew. This soap is nice. Man, this Mike's. I spoke about Mike's and their labeling a couple of shaves ago whenever I used the Lang Lang and Orange and Bergamot soap. I feel like that scent on that Mike's Natural soap is kind of like this one in the way of, I just really don't, it's not a scent that attracts me at all, but it's also not a scent that turns me off. Like I wouldn't go out of my way to steer clear of this soap. It doesn't smell bad at all. It's just something that I can't pick anything out of this soap. I can't smell anything specific. But and it doesn't really smell like great to me either. So it's just a mass soap. As far as the scent goes, performance is great. So yeah, I'd like to try different one of these soaps in the future. But yeah. I drove by, there used to be a theater here in where I live. Well, there's two, but people really only use the one. Well, that's not true. The other one had deals on Sunday. So a lot of people would go like Sunday in the mornings, and it was like a $3 movie. So like brand new movies that just came out, this theater would have for $3. But anyways, not many people use that theater. So the one I'm talking about, it's sad that, you know, I drive past it every day for work anyways, but yesterday I drove past, and normally it's always packed around lunchtime, and you know, there wasn't a single soul there, and it was just, I don't know, you know, it's just upsetting. A lot of businesses around here have closed due to COVID. You know, it's just not a good thing. It's not a good time in the world. Well, maybe definitely in the world, but for sure in the U.S., you know. Businesses closing, etc., etc. I can go on and on about that. I won't, but just sad, you know. People work all their lives on their business, and the theater I'm talking about, by the way, is this older couple that own it, and there's only 4 theaters, but everybody went there. There's only like 4 screens. That's what I mean. But everybody went there. Like, they were always sold out at every single show. So, you know, people enjoyed it. And you know, I don't see anybody there anymore. I haven't talked to the people that own it. I don't really see them on a day-to-day basis. I don't know them in that way, but I know who owns it. I just don't know them personally, that type of a thing. But I mean, they've been closed for 9 months, 10 months now, you know. It's sad. It's sad. Very sad. And the thing is, it's not that they can't open. You know, Louisiana does not have that. I think it's like, you know, you have to have smaller capacity, obviously, but they can't, like, they're not completely closed because of local government. It's just, like I said, it's an older couple. I'm assuming they just don't want the liability. They don't want the risk, you know, if something happened. And then it was like linked back to the theater. And I completely understand that. So in that way, I'm not necessarily blaming like anyone, but Just the fact that, you know, this darn virus, this whole thing. All right. RazoRock, Triple X. It's 20 minutes in. I've talked way too much and I did a lot less shaving. I should have just went with a straight anyways. Because I'm not saving. I am literally not saving a second. But it is what it is. Half of you, if not 3/4 of you, have already turned off the video. You still there? Yeah, my average view time is like 7 minutes. So when I have like a 20-minute video or 20+ minute video, people are only watching, you know, a third of it. Which, you know, I get, you know. I'm not that interesting. Nivea Men's Balm. I'm not that interesting. I don't really have like specific things to talk about. I don't have like a sheet back here. I'm not using a new soap, so I don't have a sheet kind of going over any specs, that type of thing. There's some guys that use, you know, if they were to use the same soap, you know, twice a month, they would go over the same exact specs in both videos. I don't know. It's just something I don't feel is necessary for me. But, whew. There is a balm, the post-shave balm Nivea Men, that is ice, I think, or maybe it's cold or something. I don't think it's mentholated. This one's not. But, yeah, like I said, I definitely need something. Some kind of balm because my face is very dry. Especially in my beard. Like, this morning I woke up and I looked at my beard in the, I have like a magnifying mirror in my master bathroom. And I was looking in my beard and you can see like little, you know, like little skin flakes. And just like a couple of them. And I was like, man, my skin's really freaking dry. So I went and took a shower, did my normal thing, and put in some beard oil. And yeah, look, it's been looking fine all day. So I'm gonna start using that, and I'm hoping that this will actually help as well, the balm. So anyways, that was a 23-minute video. Like I said, I should have done it straight. And this was the straight I was gonna use, my Tuchmar. I don't really want to touch too much with the stuff in my hands, but I was gonna use that straight, but I decided I was gonna use this instead. And anyways, you know the rest of the story. So triple, what is it? It's 100% natural, super creamed, triple butter, shave soap, cold with Rhassoul clay. I do not think this is tallow. No, it's not. So if you want a vegan soap, that's a very, very nice soap. The Sudsy Soapery, definitely give them a try. Dark Stag razor from LP, wonderful, works very well for me. Every single time, I have not had an issue with that razor. The Maggard 28mm fan, super high density fan knot. That's what that is with the, I think that's midnight blue handle, something like that. Someone asked me about this bowl. Roger Quinn design bowl here with the little thing for the brush. Holds it securely. You can see right here, a Roger Quinn design. I'll show that. Awesome freaking bowl. This is 3D printed. I gave them the CAD or whatever, the drawing, and then they printed it for me. 3D hubs, I think is what it was. But we finished it off with RazoRock Triple X. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. See you next video.